Hey guys, welcome. And I know there's a shadow on my face now, but I wanted you to see the lake behind me. We're gonna watch the sunset at the end of this video, so make sure you stay around because I'm gonna time lapse the sunset here at the end of this video. But yeah, no, check out the lake. I'm obviously not at Walt Disney World today. I am in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, but this is a When Can We Do This Again, guys. When can we do this again? And today I'm gonna bring you tips and tricks, and mostly tips for your first timers going to Walt Disney World, and maybe even for people who have been several times but just want to try to find out how to get the most and enjoy their Walt Disney World vacation even more. What I'm gonna do here is turn this around so that we can light my face. I'm gonna put it on the tripod, throw some glasses on, and bring you some tips and tricks to better your vacation and make it more magical at Walt Disney World, guys. Okay guys, so what is the first or the main tips? And I'll tell you what, I was gonna do like 7 tips, but the more I looked at it, 2 of the big areas revolved around these 2 tips. So first up, let's look at underplanning. Underplanning is just underestimating time that it's gonna take to do certain things. So if you don't realize how big the Walt Disney World property is, let's just say you have a fast pass at 5 o'clock in Magic Kingdom and you have dinner reservations at 7 o'clock over in Epcot. That's gonna be a really tight fit in most situations. So however long you think it's gonna take you to be somewhere or get somewhere, add 30 minutes to that every time. The book that says, or when you look at the reservation that says might take this long, yes, it might take this long. I remember a time it took me an hour and a half to get from the entry point at Epcot to be our guest. It was a ridiculous day and the travel took forever to get to where I was going. So under planning is a big issue here. Like, you want to plan, you're going to want to plan and make sure you have enough time to get from place to place to place. Also, when it comes to under planning, look at the map before you go, guys. Look at the map before you go and plan your fast passes accordingly. You do not want to be hip hopping, scotching, I don't know, zigzagging all around the park all day long and wearing yourself out. You don't want to go to Splash Mountain and then have a fast pass at Space Mountain and then turn around and go right back to Big Thunder Mountain, because now you went across the park. And Magic Kingdom itself is a big park. This isn't like Disneyland. If you've been to Disneyland, you can get back and forth quite easily on those around Disneyland. It's not so bad to hop back and forth at Disneyland, but when it comes to Magic Kingdom, you're gonna exhaust yourself really quickly. So I'm gonna try to find a map or something that I can link in the comments below as well. Just know that it just takes a while. It's gonna take a while if you're gonna get from place to place, and also know your map so that you don't have to, like I said, you're not going here and here and here and there and wearing yourself out before you're halfway through the day. Second up, let's look at the over planning side. We talked about under planning and not having enough information. Let's look at over planning. Let's look at trying to jam a trip full of everything, because it's an expensive trip, isn't it? Disney's not cheap. So you want to get everything out of that trip you can, and you're going to put everything in that day, and you're going to plan 3 reservations that day and be at each meal, and you're going to ride all the rides and fast pass. Wow, slow down a little bit, guys. Slow down, enjoy your vacation. There's plenty of time for everything, and you know what? You're never going to get to everything, ever. I go once to twice a week, and I'll tell you this, I probably could go a whole day right now and easily not do anything that I've done before. And I'm there all of the time. So slow down, don't over plan, don't put too much in your days, because that's crucial here, guys. You're gonna wear yourself out. Yeah. Instead of planning to get up early and stay as late and do all that stuff and wear yourself completely out and try to get the max for your money, why don't you enjoy yourself? That's why you're there, is to enjoy your vacation. There's nothing worse than just being completely exhausted after 1 day or 2 days and still having 5 days left to do it. Go back to your room, take a nap, that's a great tip in general. It's go back and take a nap. Get up at 7, 8 o'clock, go do rope drop, get all the rides while the park's slow, do your fast passes, everything in the morning, and then go back to your room, take a nap, come back, do it all over again at night, and you're rested and you can go hard the whole time you're in the parks and not feel like you're missing out on anything. You just need to stop and smell the roses or the Main Street cookies or the Starbucks or whatever your favorite Disney scent is. Stop and smell it, slow down, enjoy your trip instead of just slamming it full of just non-stop go. It's just enjoy it. You don't have to have every second of every day planned. You can relax. It's vacation. That's what it's there for. The third tip or trick for the first time that I'd like to relay, and I see it all the time, I see people come into the parks and they're like, hey, how do we get fast passes? I'm like, you're booking fast passes on the day of your trip? You're not going to get anything that you really want. I mean, you're still going to stand in all the long lines on those days because guess what? The fast passes have been booked. So this falls into the know Disney and know how to book stuff for Disney. 180 days out, you can start booking Disney dining. If you're staying on property, it's 180 plus however long your trip is. Guess what? There's some places that are going to be hard to get. Be Our Guest, Cinderella's Royal Castle. Those places, Ohana. They're just hard to get. They're going to be a lot easier if you book 180 days out. Now, not everybody plans their vacations that far out, I understand. But if you do, that's the way to go. As well, the same thing with fast passes, 90 days plus or 90 days. 90 days plus if you're staying on property, 90 days if you're not. But guess what? If you try to book your fast passes 3 weeks out, you're not getting Seven Dwarf Mine Train. You're not getting Frozen Ever After. You're not getting these new Pandora rides because 30 days out, these things are gone. As soon as people can start, those annual pass holders can snap in there and start getting their fast passes, that's what they're doing. They're booking their fast passes for days or weeks or in advance, guys, and that's the way it goes. Make sure that you're 180 out, you're booking your dining, and 90 days out, you're booking your fast passes, because that's just the way to do it, guys. If you want to ride Seven Dwarfs and Pandora and all of those things that are going along with that, if you want to be doing those things, guess what? You're gonna have to plan in advance on that. The thing that's going to go under the guise of planning and planning your trip and not under and over, well, if you pack your schedule full and you got a character meal that you're planning 1 hour for, you're missing it. Character meals are generally about a 2-hour experience, just in case you get there after they've passed you or whatever. Disney plans this stuff really well, but plan for 2 hours for a character meal, guys. If you get to Crystal Palace and you're like, oh, I'm going to get in and out of here and go ride rides and do all this stuff, guess what? You're going to miss the experience of Crystal Palace and Winnie the Pooh and Friends. I mean, enjoy character meals, guys. It's 2 hours to do that. Any dining experience, you might as well plan about an hour to an hour and a half period. Even sometimes quick service can get that as you stand in line and you enjoy yourself, relax during your meals, relax, because that is a definite way to get stressed out if you're too worried about needing to get to your next fast pass because your meal's running too long. Well, guess what? Just plan for a meal to be an hour to 2 hours long, depending on what kind of meal it is. If it's a set-down meal, it's 2 hours long. If it's a character meal, it's 2 hours long, guys. Not 4, but 2 hours long. Definitely look at it that way. Definitely know that you got a plan for these things. Stay hydrated. Did I say stay hydrated, guys? Stay hydrated. So another thing that I saw a couple people mention was bringing water bottles into the park or bringing jugs into the park for your water, so you have water all of the time. I especially recommended this for like 10 months of the year at Walt Disney World because it's hot. You're gonna sweat that out and you want to stay hydrated. So bring those liquids, bring up jugs so that you can carry it around, put it on your stroller or put it in your backpack or whatever. But so stay hydrated, get water. And if you don't have that stuff, the dining, the quick service places, most of them you can go up and just say, hey, can I get an ice water? And they're gonna give you an ice water for free, guys. Don't tell me there's nothing free at Disney. Ice water, free, all day, every day. But yeah, guys, stay hydrated and bring, like I said, bring a water jug or bring a filter bottle so that you can continuously have water with you at any time and stay hydrated in that hot, humid Florida heat. Along the same lines as that last tip with water and stuff and bringing stuff with you, guess what? bring snacks, guys. I saw this as one of the tips the other day, and it reminded me how crucial that was to a family vacation that I planned with my nieces and nephew and my sister a couple years ago. That vacation would have been a lot more expensive without snacks. There were plenty of snacks. We usually ate breakfast in the room, had a snack for lunch, and had a set down dinner, or have a set down lunch and have snacks for dinner, and kind of just plan it out so that you saved money. We packed sandwich stuff too, so we actually kind of saved the meal stuff, and you can bring that stuff into the park and eat it. Like, if you want to save money, that's a definite way to save money at Walt Disney World, is to bring your own snacks and to doing that. Like, whoever mentioned that on that video the other day, thank you, because I totally forgot that is a great way to save money, especially if Disney is just outside of your budget and you're like, I really want to go, but like, where can we cut some costs? That is where you can cut some costs. And here's the deal, guys. I understand most people are flying in and maybe you can't pack a lot of snacks in your luggage. Well, there are delivery services in and around Disney that will bring you. You could just get on there and they will bring you your groceries. You also could go through Amazon. I'm not exactly sure how that worked, but you can order stuff from Amazon and have it delivered straight to your resort. So you have all of these snacks while you're there, and you don't have to spend an arm and a leg on Disney snacks. It's a good deal. Guys, this came under the planning area, planning area. But I do want to talk about it and your days and how you can get the most out of your days when you're at Walt Disney World. Get up early and stay late. Yes, if you get up early and stay late, you're gonna get rides in a lot quicker. Now, like I said earlier, you probably want to take a nap in between or go back to the room and relax. But the key to this is getting there early. You can get so many rides in before noon if you get there at 8 or 7 o'clock when the gates open. When the rope drops, you get in there, you can get so many rides. And then in the last 2 hours that the park is open, most of the time, wait times are way down. I remember back in February or March when me and my mom went, we arrived back at Magic Kingdom at 9 o'clock. It closed at 11. We got 6 rides or experiences in that time period. We went to Splash, we went to Pirates, we went to Haunted, we went to It's a Small World. We headed over to meet Cinderella and then went to Winnie the Pooh. And guess what? We were in line. We were in line for Mine Train and decided, you know what? It's been a long enough day. Let's go grab some Casey's Corner and call it a day. But that was in the last 2 hours of the day. 6-7 rides in 2 hours. When if you go in the peak of the day, and especially in a busy season, you might wait an hour and a half just to ride some of those rides. So 1 ride or 6 rides because you plan your day so much smarter. So another feature that I almost forgot about, but you definitely need to consider, and I would definitely say get it, is PhotoPass, Memory Maker. You have the PhotoPass, people. It's called Memory Maker. I've got a video for it that I made a couple months back that was should you get it. It's going to be linked. I'll link it right here. I'm going to link it right there. Check that video out for my advice on that. But here's the deal, guys. You get so much for it, so much value. If you have a vacation over 4 days, I definitely recommend you're gonna get it, or definitely recommend you to get it, because there's so much you get out of it, and you don't ever have to worry about anything. Yes, the kids are gonna get tired of taking photos. I will say that. They'll be like, not another photo, Mom. Didn't we just take a photo in front of the castle? Yes, but we want more photos, guys, more photos, because all of those memories are gonna be there for years and years and years to come. It is just amazing. Amazing, guys, amazing. Definitely take advantage of PhotoPass and Memory Maker. Another thing that I want to talk about here is planning your vacation around peak season. If you can take your kids out of school in the month of January or the month of February, probably the month of September or October, you easily can accomplish twice as much stuff and have twice as much stuff to do than if you went in the summer, if you go during Christmas, if you go during spring break. Those are peak seasons. Now, I know not everybody can take their kids out of school or will take their kids out of school for those times, but I definitely encourage it. The family vacation that I was talking about earlier, 2 years ago, was the last week of January. We waited longest in line for a restaurant. 30 minutes for Be Our Guest was the longest we waited in line on a 7-day vacation at Walt Disney World. None of the rides did we ever wait that long for. Most of the stuff was fast pass plan, and that was before you could actually just do it all on your phone, and I had to run off to a kiosk every time I turned around. We never waited in line for anything. Trust me, if my sister and family ever go back, they're gonna realize how spoiled the situation was, that we didn't wait for anything because of the time period that we chose to go, and because of great planning. You just didn't have to wait. You didn't have to wait for anything. So it's all about when you choose to go. Peak season, stay out of the parks in the summer, guys. The summer, so many people are there. Winter break is even crazier. So, and spring break's pretty crazy as well. Though that would be out of those 3 areas where I would recommend it most. But yeah, definitely pay attention to the park calendars. There are plenty of places you can look in and type into Google and say, hey, guess what? What's the busy season? What do dates look like? Show me park calendars for Walt Disney World, and they will show you when it's busy and when it is not. I also want to thank you guys for contributing to this vlog. On Monday, I asked the question, what would you recommend for a Disney first timer? And I had several comments and several bits of advice. Some of that advice I didn't know. Some of that advice, it just reiterated what I was already going to say, and some of that advice reminded me, hey, like you need to talk about that because it is important and it's going to make somebody's trip more magical. You take this advice, and hopefully this advice is very helpful to you, because guess what? It'll make your trip more magical. And I thank everybody for helping and contributing to this vlog. Thank you, all my friends out there who want to see other people's trips more magical. And guess what? We're doing that. We're multiplying the magic here by helping other people plan their Walt Disney World trips, and helping make everybody's trips so much better. One last tip, guys, and trust me, don't forget this one. Put this in the book. Have fun. Relax and have fun, guys. Relax and have fun. It's Walt Disney World. You're there to make memories, and till this day, I mean, for the rest of my life, I'm gonna have memories from that vacation when I took the nieces and nephew several years ago. I still walk around Magic Kingdom, and there's little ghosts. There's little ghosts that are just like there for those memories. And I say ghost in the way of Haunted Mansion. That these ghosts are there, and I can see the little ones walking and running around. Some of the best things I've ever done, and most memorable memories will be from that trip, regardless. And I see it on a daily basis when I'm at the parks, that some kid will run up and say something to Mickey, or run up to the fish tank at Coral Reef the last time I was there, and wave goodbye to the fishies. So you're there to make these memories, guys. Enjoy it, relax, breathe, and have fun. Breathe and have fun, guys. It is amazing. It's such a magical place, and I hope when you plan your trip, you look at these tips and you can kind of realize that I'm not going to overplan, I'm not going to underplan. Just kind of find it somewhere in the middle. Enjoy my trip. Know it's going to take time to get from place to place, but don't slam my day full of everything I ever want to do, because you know what? Disney's always going to be there, and hopefully you'll make it back soon. If you have any tips or tricks, just throw them down below in the comments, guys. And it'll help people out immensely with their vacations. This is it for the video, guys. I hope you got a lot out of it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something, and I hope you can help somebody else learn something. Like I said, any comments, anything like that, down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. We went over 400 here recently, and we're gonna keep growing. I love my friends here on YouTube. I've made some really good friends in the last year, making comments and talking about Disney and things we love. So definitely like and subscribe, follow along, comment down below. I would love to hear from you. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, guys, I think I'm gonna call it a show, and I'm gonna get out of here. So I hope to see you Disney Point, I hope to see you again so that we can do this again.